This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. The footage you will see in this video is from software that is not final and is subject to change before release. Hi guys, rachybop here. Welcome to my review of The Sims 4 Cottage Living. I've been given super early access to The Sims 4 Cottage Living over the past, I think it's been about a week and a half, and I've played solidly. I think that by me saying that, if anyone read my blog post after Snowy Escape, it's quite shocking because at that point I'd given up on The Sims 4. I had super early access to that pack too, and it did nothing for me. It did nothing for the game either. But in stark contrast, Cottage Living is exactly what The Sims 4 needed, in my opinion. I felt it was going to be different straight away after the trailer. You could just tell when the trailer dropped, it was so different to anything we'd seen before. It had things in it that you weren't immediately looking at thinking, oh, I know how that's going to work. It's just a reskin of that thing that's already in there. Actual new stuff. So if you don't know, Cottage Living, which is really hard not to call country living, is all about the animals and that cottage core lifestyle. You get cows, you get chickens, you get llamas, there's also rabbits, foxes and birds. Plus there's new things to do like cross-stitching, a new world to explore, lots of errands within the world and so many different variables to what you do within the game. Heaps of fun things to discover, one new woohoo spot, 2 new deaths. So I've been playing this solidly for the past 10 days and I haven't run out of things to do. I still have things to see and it's still fun. I've actually been excited to play The Sims every day. It's just so full of life, which is something that Sims 4 was definitely lacking for me. The gameplay was dead. I said it all in my Snowy Escape post, but The Sims 4 has just lacked spontaneity, life, excitement, anything that The Sims at its core has always been previously. And I feel like Cottage Living really injects that back into the game. The chickens especially, the chickens were the surprise of the pack for me. I expected to like the cows and the llamas and the cute rabbits and things, but the chickens have real depth and tons more to discover than any of the other animals, I think. There's also secret places, lots of lore. There's a deep, rich story running through the world and through all the NPCs that come with it. And yeah, there's just so much in the pack. Too much to mention really. There's new lot traits or lot challenges now that go well with the packs. Simple living and fox. There's a fox one as well that makes foxes come onto your lot. There's so many stories you can tell with this pack. It's so worthy of being an expansion, there's no doubt about that, and there's lots of nice build, buy and cast items as well. And while those things are great, this is definitely one for those of us who want gameplay. This pack is so deep that never has an expansion craved a Prima guide anymore, but hopefully the resources in the community will help us on our way, because I think we'll be discovering things with this pack for a long time to come. It's not without its flaws, it definitely does have some down points, but they're not deal breakers, they're not like full on this is making me not want to play flaws. There's one of the new path pattern that's very flat, and that's just an annoying thing for me. I think it just doesn't look as nice as it could. There's also no new achievements. We never seem to get any new achievements, and I just think they would be some fun things to pop in there. If you've got that capability, I don't see why you wouldn't. But apart from those things, I think it's really good. I got really attached to my animals. Honestly, when my cow died, I almost cried real human tears. So definitely be prepared for those emotions. You can turn off aging, which I'm really glad they've put in there. I think there'll be a few things that might upset the community, that would definitely be one of them. But the fact that they have that option where you can turn off the aging and play as you like, or you can get really attached and go through that. But I warn you, it is heartbreaking. There's also a weird and creepy creature keeper who, he's just weird, and there's things that come up with him that are kind of questionable. I'll wait and see if anything happens with that on Twitter. I don't want to ruin the whole game for you and give too many spoilers. So as you could probably tell, this is an overwhelmingly positive review, and I'm very much surprised myself. I definitely am very grateful to EA for giving me the early access to this pack, and I will absolutely give it 5 Big Fat Moos, and not just because Big Fat Moo's now in the game. It's probably up there as one of my favourite packs, and I'm not saying that it excuses how The Sims 4 has been for the past so many years. It doesn't excuse how the game's performed, doesn't excuse how they've been delivering content, but it's a step in the right direction, and all we can do from this point forward is keep moving in that direction, hopefully. I haven't played this pack with all other packs installed. This build that we had just had the base game and this Cottage Living pack, so I'm interested to see how it performs with everything in there, but I'm hoping it will add to it rather than lock it up. Thank you so much for watching my review. I hope you enjoy all the Cottage Living content out there. I'll see you again really soon. Bye!